Here. Here. All right.
You in the shot, baby?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. You want to start?
Yeah, I don't care. You say, I don't know, what is it, second unpacking of the herbs again? I don't know what's gonna be the difference of this one than the other one.
There's going to be some different ones. Some the same, some different. A little more details on each one. Okay. One of them we already used up, so I'll start with that one. Sarsaparilla. Okay, so the sarsaparilla root, we already used it all, but some facts about the sarsaparilla. It has the highest concentration of phosphorus iron. So it controls stress, anxiety, asthma, purifies the blood. It's good for skin diseases, acne, psoriasis, eczema, arthritis, pain, kidney diseases. It's a diuretic, which means it helps you. It helps cleanse the toxins through your urine, so it makes you pee. And then it's a diaphoretic, which means it induces sweating to cleanse you, and it reduces intestinal gas, venereal diseases, UTIs, fluid retention. So if you got fluid in your whatever part of your body, it helps expel the fluid. And it's good for PMS, hormone balance for women.
That's sarsaparilla, right?
That's sarsaparilla. So we got the last of it in these cups.
Oh man, what does it say on? I know there's like, what is it, a lot of herb people that just like do herbs, like they do herbs to give out information, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like I don't even know if I'm doing my shit right either. But I don't mind if someone comes on my comment and lets me know like I was wrong about something, which I'm fine to what is it, like to accept, you know, like where I'm wrong at and some of the things I say. Because a lot of times I'm watching YouTube and I'm seeing people making smoothies and sea moss and using sea moss and using the what do you call them, hybrids, and then people talk about herbs and it seems like the only main goal is to make money and fuck the real facts. And then when I come and comment to them and ask them that whether some of the plants that they're using are hybrids, and to my knowledge, I don't know why you would use hybrids. Why don't you just use what's organic? And then I wouldn't even say the word organic because they fucking twisted the word of that. But yeah, I'm not gonna try to rant too much, but there's a lot of bullshit out there. And not to say that my shit's bullshit either, but it's just sometimes I don't know if I'm putting the right information, which I don't mind if someone comes back and tells me, hey, I was wrong about what I said, and I'll look it up, and then I wouldn't even get mad at the cat. But for a lot of people that I've been watching their channels, and then they're sitting there telling me that they're here to help me and get me healthy, and that's why I'm looking at these herbs, you know, so I can find more information. But then as soon as I see something that they're using that's off, and I comment on it, then they hit me up with like if I'm attacking them or something. And this happened multiple times. Like you can't tell all the time, right? Mm-hmm. All the time it happens to the point where like, I forgot what I was trying to say. Where like I thought we were exchanging information or something, and then you sitting here acting like I don't know. It's terrible that I see somebody using something that's not that I wouldn't even say I consider that it's not natural. It's not natural of this planet. It's something that man took and hybrided. And a lot of Christians, and I would say religion, but it's a lot of Christians that I deal with though, but it's all the fucking religions. I can't stand all fucking religions. But Christians that I'm always talking to, and I let them know like, hey, there's something that's wrong about that, you know, you're sitting there saying that God, you know, made everything perfect, and God, you know, he did, you know, everything. He don't make no mistakes, especially from a person who reads the Holy Bible. It says that he don't make no mistakes. And then to sit there and saying you're taking something that a man took that God made perfect and then he morphed it into something else better, that's what I have a problem with. And then when I confront you about it, you're sitting there attacking me about telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try not to rant so much.
So on that note, to our knowledge, these are all alkaline herbs of nature that God made.
And if you want to do more research, you can You can add water, alkaline water. Well, I wouldn't say alkaline water. You would have to blend this. You would have to blend this and use a what is it called?
pH tester.
The pH tester, and the pH tester would tell you if it's alkaline.
All right. We did as much research as we could on these herbs.
Yeah, and we try to get as close as we can to the earth with these herbs.
All right, so I'll do this one next. Do I have it open?
That's my favorite.
This is Coca Mecca. Coca Mecca root. So, where's that? So, Coca Mecca has a high concentration of iron phosphate. So that helps with constipation, anemia, bone health, fever, epilepsy, hemorrhages, painful menstruation, inflammation of all kinds, pneumonia, measles, syphilis, nervous disorders, burns body fat. It's an aphrodisiac for men, a blood purifier, acne, joint pain, ovarian cysts, and venereal diseases. So, it's Coca Mecca.
Let me put this away. You can not touch it. Go throw it away, Daddy. Okay, we're just not gonna work. What the fuck? Why's that one? Oh, okay. I think I know because it's on battery saver. Turn it off. Yeah, let's move. It was on this.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's funny how like these health, you gotta pay attention. You know, not to say that I'm fucking there yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get there, and it is hard. You got all these nasty foods that are around you, and they taste real fucking good. But there's people out there that just like, oh, I'm here to help you. I'm here, you. This video's for you. This is for you, or you're the one who made me do this, or you're. And it's like why are you trying to put that on these, viewers when you're the one that wants the fame and you want the money and the attention? It's crazy, dude.
Okay, so this next one is Pada Arco.
You can't even see the name. This one, I chew on this one sometimes. I used to. And this is the one I chew on, this one.
No, we don't have any.
Oh, no?
This one, because we still got some.
Okay.
Pada Arco. Okay. Pada Arco helps with lupus.
What the fuck is lupus?
Autoimmune disease. It's like,
Oh, the one with the sickle. No, that's sickle cell.
I don't know everything about it. I just know it's like one of those diseases you just never get rid of.
Yeah, big quotations.
Prohibits bacteria from growing in your digestive system. Prevents and treats stomach and intestinal ulcers. Helps with staph infection. Inflammation that causes stiff joints. It helps calorie absorption and with weight loss. Helps control how your body absorbs the calories. Yeast infections, boils, fights cancer, specifically prostate cancer. They did some studies in mice who had that type of cancer, and it killed the cancer cells.
Even though we're not animals, but
Yeah.
fuck it.
And then they did studies in humans too, where it showed that it also killed the
Yeah.
cancer cells. But the ones in the mice, it showed it more. They have less. They don't like to talk about the human studies because they don't have enough evidence.
And
So
not only that, I mean, if you want to go see, just go see Dr. Sabian. You can see his what is it, like his life where he had to go to court to prove that he cured HIV, blindness, baldness. You know what I'm saying? And it's been proven. So just go check him out.
It's antiviral, so it stops viruses from replicating, like herpes viruses, polio, leukemia. Loosens the bowels to aid digestion. It's rich in psyllium, which is a vitamin mineral that we need, and it removes free radicals that damage cells and trigger diseases. It increases immunity and boosts male and female fertility and reproduction. So if you're having trouble conceiving,
try to drink some of this and see what happens.
yeah. Okay, next herb.
And two. Sometimes it's crazy. Like people be taking these herbs or whatever, but then you gotta remember what you're putting in your body too with these herbs. You can't just be eating herbs and then I don't know specifically how. Like I could say I do know the effects because I feel some of the effects, but that's for my personal because I do eat still bad. But as I'm taking these herbs, I do feel them working than I normally would if I just ate nothing but nasty stuff. If I just ate nothing but filth, I feel sluggish. I feel breaking out on my face like I'm doing now. Now I'm breaking out on my face again, and when I do my sea mosses drinks and my smoothie drinks and I do my herb teas, my face will be clear. My sinuses. And like I used to have bad headaches like since I was a kid. I always had bad headaches. They couldn't figure what it was. They made me wear glasses. They sent me to the doctor and they made me wear glasses knowing that I didn't even need glasses. It wasn't even prescribed glasses. They were just regular glasses. I don't know, I guess to fool my brain or something. I chalk it up to not looking at books no more and not irritating my eyes. And then you're in class all day with lights all day. And then it probably irritated my head and it gave me headaches. So when I got to 6th grade, middle school, I stopped looking at books and I stopped getting headaches really. So I stopped wearing these fake ass glasses that didn't have no prescription to them. They're just lenses. And then as an adult getting older, doing my bad habits, drugs and stuff like that, and then what you call it, breathing in work stuff, dust and stuff like that. I was always getting headaches. BC and aspirins like every day. I would do that shit every day to get rid of headaches. Multiple times. You're supposed to only take six. The most you're supposed to take 4 to 6, and I would do like 8 to 10. And it got that bad when I got older. I had to start taking 8 to 10 of them. Every time I felt a little headache, I took it. Every time, it didn't matter. And it could be reasons why I have like problems with my stomach. Because all that years of putting that stuff into my stomach probably affected it. But ever since I started taking sea moss, and I'm gonna say sea moss really only because when I started taking sea moss only, that actually started clearing up my headaches. I haven't had headaches for like I would say longer than a year, but I'm just gonna put it out there. I know for sure for a year, I know I didn't have headaches for a year straight, and my wife would know that I always had headaches every day, and the sea moss to me it cleared it up. I never had headaches, and then I started eating a little bit more filthier just recently, and by like last year and this year I started eating filthy again, like bad filthy, like going to the McDonald's and all that shit while taking my herbs, but I would still do the sea moss, and the sea moss I believe it cleared my headaches and it stopped me from having headaches, and when I get headaches I don't have them anymore. Yeah.
Yep. Alright, next. Holy thistle.
Did you do that already?
No, not yet.
Oh.
So this is called blessed thistle or holy thistle. That's what it looks like. Okay, so holy thistle has a high concentration of iron too. Has something called ligninus. I might be saying that wrong, but it helps lower cancer risk, protects the heart, reduces cell damage, cleans the gut, improves bowel movements. It has a high concentration of manganese, which is good for bone formation. It's good, has a lot of potassium, and it's good for period cramps, fevers, jaundice, urine pain, arthritis, respiratory allergies. It has magnesium. The first one I said should have been manganese. It also has magnesium. It's a mucilage, meaning that it produces how the okra does, has that mucus type substance in it, so it coats your stomach with that.
Protects your alignment.
Yeah, protects the intestinal and the stomach lining. It's a tonic. I'm gonna say these words, but I don't know what they mean. Febrifuge, you can look that up. It's spelled Febrifuge. Emetic, E-M-E-T-I-C. It's a diuretic. It's anti-inflammatory. A stimulant, so it stimulates your nerves and everything in your body. Anti-diarrheal, and an expectorant. And somewhere else in here I have expectorant, but I can't recall what it means, but I'll come back to it. So it sends oxygen to the brain, promotes circulation. It's an antiseptic, meaning it reduces skin infections, shrinks inflamed tissues, and dilates your peripheral blood vessels. So that's holy thistle. Salco. This is salco. It's also called elderflower. So like from the elderberry tree. This is the flower part. So it is has a very high concentration of potassium phosphate, which is good for the nerves, the muscles, the brain, your blood cells. Helps with memory loss, mental exhaustion, depression, nervousness, insomnia, dementia, excess body odor.
It's insomnia?
Mm-hmm.
Did you put this in my tea?
When we had elderberry, I was putting it in your tea. That one that makes the tea real dark and blue purple. That one. This is the flower.
Okay.
Insomnia, dementia, excess body odor, fixes
That
stroke.
too? Mm-hmm. You pour some of this for me, just that by itself, man.
Okay.
Cause I be taking these fucking medication, and I believe that. Cause man, my body has never stink like the way it stinks now. Mm-hmm. And my wife can contest to that.
Yeah.
She'll smell my armpits and just trips. She's like, damn, why your armpits didn't smell? And I'm like, I don't know.
For years,
yeah, I was like, I don't even know. But now it like, I guess because of the chemicals in me, and it's just my armpits 24/7 stink. And I hate that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because I'm chalking it up to the shit that I eat, the fucking McDonald's. I don't eat that shit no more though. But I stopped going to McDonald's for sure. I don't go to McDonald's. We don't go to too many fast food restaurants, and that's because I appreciate y'all being fucking lazy. That's why. Motherfuckers don't want to do a fucking damn thing, but they want new iPhones and shit. But that's all right. And I chalk that up to why I'm not really going to no fast food joints. But we don't go to no fast food joints no more. And yeah, that shit's toxic for your body. That's why you stink. Stink ass. Yeah, go ahead.
Fixes stroke damage. Helps with the flu, cold, sinuses, laxatives, and diuretics. This is one that people usually give to their kids when they have flus and colds in like South America and countries like Brazil, etc. They use that one a lot. That's my favorite.
I don't know. I'm just like just baffled like how people with these like they want to help us and they preach right away. I want to help everybody. It's not necessary I don't want to help nobody, but I don't care about helping you. You know what I'm saying? Like I put this video out, because I'm tired of all the bullshit, and really this is all for me, because if you know this stuff about like how much we're polluting, and which I'm doing to this day still too, but I'm hoping that I can get to a position where I can get out of this, and it'd be best for me to help myself first, so that way I know that the stuff that I'm doing is not causing any pollution to others, as in like growing my own shit and not dealing with electricity and cars and shit like that, computers, all that stuff, and it'll alleviate the pollution to my body. And I believe if someone else sees me doing it, that maybe they'll stop doing it and they won't put out pollution to themselves. So it's almost like an accidental help, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm just like I used to be. I want to help people, and that's what my first videos were. I want to show. I want to, but I just realized, it's not really about me helping anybody. It's just me putting myself in a position where I'm helping myself. Because if I help myself, and you see the things I'm doing, maybe you would start doing them, and you will stop polluting too. And I'm tired of everybody on these channels talking about, I'm here to help you and shit, and talking about lose weight and get healthy, but yet they look fat and they don't even look, healthy. Yeah, so I'm just tired of the bullshit.
Can get the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And mirror bark. It's called Myrrh bark. It's also called miracle bark, but myrrh is the actual name. All right. Some of these are our first time having them. This is one of them.
That's one of them?
That one, the holy thistle.
Okay.
Just pretty much a couple more.
Hmm.
All right. So myrrh is antimicrobial. It's an astringent, carminative, which means it prevents gas in your GI tract and it expels the gas, and it relieves abdominal pain. It's an expectorant, which means it treats coughs and congestion and bronchitis. An anticatarrhal, which means it removes mucus. Antiseptic, which means it's for your skin problems. Vulnerary, which means it heals wounds. You can apply it directly to wounds. Used for aphthous ulcers, which are mouth ulcers. Pharyngitis, this is really good for like diseases of the mouth and the throat. Pharyngitis, specifically for mouth ulcers, and gingivitis is good for sores in your mouth, extreme ulcerations, mercurial phthilism, which means it's good for lesions, gingivitis, sores, and bad breath. So that's myrrh.
Shit. Let me put some of this all in my cup. I got bad breath like that. What is?
Go ahead, babe.
No, I was just gonna say that. Yeah, that's what the point was of the first one is how I forgot it. Like I just forgot.
The first video.
No, the when I was just talking, the reason why I was talking the way I was talking was, I don't know, I'm just tired of fucking, you know, I got sick, and then, you know, we're trying to do our best to heal naturally, because a lot of these doctors and shit, they just tell you, you know, you can't be cured and there's nothing you can do about it. But then, you know, you hear someone like Dr. Sebi talking about, you know, eating all natural and shit. And I'm not talking about that bullshit natural word that we twisted up, but just eating for what Earth and God gave to us, and it could cure you. And you know, I'm trying my best to do it, but you know, I'm still, you know, dabbling. That's what I was gonna say, dabbling, and you know, eating tacos, eating, you know, the potatoes, eating all these hybrid foods that, you know, we're not supposed to eat, eating ketchup and shit like that. And you know, and I know if I don't get, you know, fixed, that it's my fault. It's my fault because, you know, I put bad stuff in my body, knowing I could be putting good stuff in my body. But I mean, when you've been eating like crap since you were a kid, not knowing, no one not knew. You know, you know, it's like an addiction. You know, you sitting there and the next thing you know, you're just like I'll go like maybe 2-3 weeks, and then next thing you know, I'm like, man, you know what? McDonald's fries. You know, McDonald's fries or Pizza Hut pizza, and that's how you know it's an addiction. Because, you know, there's no reason for me to think about shit like that, but then, you know, I eat it. But that's the point of the other story was, you know, we sit here and we're saying the shit doesn't work, but in fact, it's not that shit doesn't work. You're not doing what you're supposed to do 100%. So how would you sit there and combating it that it doesn't work if you didn't even do it for 100%? It don't matter if you slip up and you get one taco. You shouldn't have had that one taco. You should stick to the plan and keep it going, and then do it to 100% and then see what happens. And if it doesn't work, then you can sit there and say it doesn't work. But there is truly, I've never seen I've seen videos, but personally, I've never seen nobody do something to 100% and then have it be combated. And I wish I could do that, but right now I'm just doing my teas, and I know it does something, because when I do feel pains or whatever, I take it and I do feel a little bit better when I'm taking it. But I know ultimately the reason why I'm not getting cured or even or alleviated a lot of that is because I'm still putting in juices or apples or bananas, and you know, I gotta do research, man. These bananas and apples and these broccolis and all these hybrids they're not good. I don't believe standing by them and saying they're good. So
Next one. Okay. Dandelion. Dandelion, I think this is just the flower. We got some of these in the backyard.
yeah, I was about to say, shit, some of these stuff you can find in your own damn backyard. You can find some of this stuff in your backyard.
Yeah, there's this one and another one I'm gonna mention is also in the backyard, and it just grows on its own. So dandelion, this looks like just the flower, but so dandelion has a high concentration of iron and the highest concentration of calcium in an herb or
That's why
flower.
I need calcium for my bones.
Yep.
Cause I'm taking a pill called, what is it called?
Prednisone.
Prednisone. And the doctor who prescribed it to me because of my what is it?
Ulcerative colitis.
Ulcerative colitis, which I've never, no one knows, just me and my wife, and my cousin, my nephew, my mom. But I don't know what I was going with that, but just that they gave me a
What does the pill do?
yeah, they gave me a pill, and they know this pill right here affects you in a bad way. In a bad way, this pill affects you. It causes bone density. What else it does?
Deteriorates your bones.
It makes you weak.
Yeah,
It makes you weak. It lowers your immune system, and they know this, and they prescribe it to me so it can help me fight off the ulcerative colitis, whatever. I'm not even saying it right, but it helps to fight it off because my body is going 100 and it's trying to fight this off. So the rest of my body's shutting down. So they give me that pill so it can help fight that, so it can give my body more time to heal, to give me my nutrients that it needs to be doing.
But at the same time, it suppresses your immune system.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's suppressing my immune system. So doctors are telling me that this shit's not good for you, and here I am taking it. So I'm trying to combat it with some of this stuff, and I'm hoping to get off of it one day. So
Calcium, iron, potassium. It's good for stomach upsets, joint pain, bruises, loss of appetite, intestinal gas, aching muscles, gallstones, eczema. Can also be used as a skin toner, blood, or digestive tonic. So you can find that probably in your backyard or shit if you live in apartments, around the apartment complex, or off the side of the highway. Yeah, that's it.
I keep forgetting what I was going to say about that.
This is Cola del Caballo, also known as shade grass. I know it as shade grass and horsetail, but Mexicans call it Cola del Caballo. Okay, we have some of that up there already, but it said organic and it was from wholesale places, so I don't want to use it.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
We use it, we have to.
Yeah, but this is
Did you already talk about that?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is a mild diuretic. Helps for bleeding of your genitourinary organs, which means it stops the flow of blood, like if you're peeing in your urine and stuff. You got, if you got blood in your urine, I mean. It's styptic, which means it can stop bleeding wounds when you apply directly to your wounds.
Well, some of this stuff you can make into a paste. You don't have to like drink it as teas. You can turn these into like, you have to look that up. I don't know how that's done, but we've done it. She's done it before. If she has to, she'll look up like how to turn it into a paste, and you just turn it into a paste, and then you can use it like a wound healer or whatever. We use honey manuka though.
Yeah, and most recently nettle
Nettle.
on your skin.
Okay.
Well, on your legs when they were locking up. Don't know if it worked, but
Oh yeah, I don't know if it worked, but my lady afterwards didn't feel too bad.
okay. This is gonna be a long list for this one, so I have to add shit. Okay, so it's a soothing, non-irritating diuretic. Increases coagulability of the blood. It's a remineralizer, which means it rebalances your soil. So if you grow this, it'll rebalance your soil
It'll
and make
put
it
the
more
nitrogen back
alkaline.
in the soil.
Anti-atheroma, which means that it removes plaque buildup in your arteries. Anti-rheumatic, which means it's good for rheumatoid arthritis and reversing that. It's an astringent, which means it contracts skin cells and tightens your skin.
Oh shit, that's like a fucking Botox and shit. Well, not Botox. Botox be filling your lips up and shit, making it puffier.
Yeah.
And it tightens it up.
Yeah, it does tighten it up,
mostly because the only reason why it tightens it up is because you're feeling it. You see what I'm saying? Because you drink when you feel it. No, but this is pulling the skin. This is actually making it strip, like contract. So that's actually way better.
So
that's what I was trying to say. Like, damn, I keep losing it. Yeah, go ahead. Just keep losing it.
Well, the last thing we said was talking
No.
about tightening skin. Okay. It's an immune enhancer, white blood cell stimulator. It's good for bedwetting, chronic bladder infections, dropsy, which is fluid. When you get fluid in your legs and your feet, it expels the fluid, drains the fluid. It's good for frequent urination, kidney stones. It dissolves kidney stones, cancer of the womb, for foul smell and discharge from STDs. It's good for hair, nails, teeth, and your skeleton. So it rebuilds all of those bones and the cells in your hair.
In your hair? Oh man, I need that. Let me try some of that because I need that for my baldness. I'm balding and shit because of the stress and the sickness. I'm like my hair is coming out, but I feel it every now and I go like that. I can feel the little hairs like coming back, but it just seems like they just pull out so easily.
Removes uric acid and cellulites, removes salts from your body, repairs the tissue of your lungs from tuberculosis or any other diseases. Is heavy in zinc, psyllium, and silica. Psyllium is good for your metabolism. So because it's very heavy in zinc, psyllium, and silica, which are vital minerals, you can only or should only take it for like a month straight and then take a week break off of it.
Oh man, it's first time I heard that one.
Yeah. You can apply, so you can make a paste out of it and put it on your cysts, external tumors and ulcers, or wherever you have tumors and ulcers within you, but mostly external, skin tags, and it'll dissolve and shrink those tumors, cysts, and ulcers. You can pour it in your bath water too.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's it for that one. That's shade grass. Okay, Muikle. So, it heals dysentery, which is an infectious disease that causes inflammation in your intestines and results in bloody diarrhea. Good for diabetes, leukemia, and anemia. Treats sickle cell, and it rejuvenates cells in your blood. That's all I put for this one. I could have put some more stuff, but...
You got any other video?
Yeah, it's in the other video.
No, I'm just saying, why you didn't feel like it?
No, it's not that I didn't feel like it. It's that when I started this list, I only had these two at first, and then when I restarted the list, I just continued with the other herbs instead of going back and adding more.
Yeah, so some of this stuff you can look up yourself. We're just regular people, just regular people, just trying to do the best for us. You know what I'm saying? Not do the best for y'all. We do the best for y'all. We're trying to help y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to help you, man. I'm just getting this information out because I need people to do their part too.
Yeah. So the last two herbs you could take out together because they're pretty much the same thing. One's stinging nettle, one's nettle.
Which one's the stinging nettle?
They're both the same. They're the same thing except one has stingers on it.
Oh, okay.
So you could take them out at the same time.
Okay, this one is the same as that.
And look, this one's nettle, this one's stinging nettle.
Okay, so just do both of them.
Yeah, let's say you take them out at the same time because they're the same thing. So you got stinging nettle and nettle. We've used nettle before. Stinging nettle, we just recently used it because it's in the backyard, growing in the backyard.
Yeah, we got that growing in the backyard.
And it grew on its own.
That's native to the
Yeah.
country.
All right. So, stinging nettle and nettle, high concentration of iron, almost as much as sarsaparilla.
Okay.
It's good for eczema, benign prostatic hyperplasia, which is also called BPH, and that's when the flow of urine is blocked due to an enlarged prostate. So it's good for like prostate cancer and swelling down your prostate. It's good for arthritis, joint pains, hay fever, urinary problems. It has calcium, potassium, magnesium, and addresses iron deficiency. It's good for ulcers, intestinal ulcers, and ulcers of all kinds, really. Pain in your muscles and joints, gout. Reduces bleeding after surgery. You could put it directly over the wound and it'll stop bleeding, or you could take it internally and it'll stop any internal bleeding that you have. Combats hair loss and helps your hair regrow. And it also has all the benefits of the elderflower because it has a high concentration of potassium phosphate. So helps with your nervous system too, calming you down, relaxing you, helping with insomnia, nervousness, agitation, and all those things. So
yeah. So really, I don't know why we did this video, but I know the first time we did it was because we were like, oh, we want to help people and we want to get this information out. But then I just came to a realization, you know, I'm not trying to help nobody. I'm trying to get myself right. And if I'm out there on my land, which hopefully I can get at some point, I'm on my land doing everything that God wants me to do, live off the land. For what? For people to sit there and drive cars, electrical cars too, you motherfuckers, sitting there thinking y'all high and mighty too because y'all gonna drive electrical cars. But you gotta remember, where's that electricity come from? That's pollution right there in itself too. So while I'm sitting out there on my land, and I'm bad, I feel bad too because there's people out there that are actually doing this shit that I want to do, and they're living off the land, and I'm over here making videos on YouTube, putting more pollution out there with electricity and shit like that, while these people are trying to eat naturally and shit, you know, and it just bothers me. And then, you know, to hear people on YouTube, and I'm like trying to get some information because, you know, I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm not doing well, because I feel good, you know, I still feel good. Doctors are like always tripping out, like, you know, like I'm not taking it serious than what I'm supposed to. You know, they're asking me what kind of, you know, what's wrong with my stomach or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know the fucking name. And they're like, what kind of medication you take? I'm like, I don't know what the medication, my wife knows all that shit, because I don't feel like whatever they're talking about is that serious, because it's not. And it is that serious, because I mean, I'm talking about bleeding out the ass for months and not seeing a doctor about it, and then finally going, and then they talking about I only got 2 pints.
You're at the level 2 out of which you should be at 17.
Yeah, I should be at a 17 in blood and passing out to the point where I possibly could have died. And after they built up and they gave me blood transfusions, they gave me a lot of them to fill me back up, and I just don't see how it's a big deal, because they tell me it's a big deal, and they're like, man, you gotta remember this name, and you gotta remember your pills, because, and what is it, like how you say, like, in case the worst case scenario, you ended up where you have to tell these people, you know, hey, like if I went to jail, like if I was to go to jail for something stupid, and I can't tell them that, hey, I need these type of pills, because if I don't have those pills, my body will shut down on me, and that's serious, and I'm not understanding how, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not grasping how serious this is, but I was already on a way to a journey of just, you know, eating healthier and eating naturally, you know. And I say God, but I don't consider whoever this higher power person, this higher power, or whoever the fuck it is, I don't consider him as a label. I just do what I'm supposed to do, and that's just live free. And I'm not doing that, living in society, and it's racking my fucking brains that I go outside every day, and I want to go outside every day, but I can't, because I do with everybody that's just on a different page. You know, incidents like selfishness, like as in people just driving on my grass, and I can't even be at peace at my own house because I got neighbors who are driving up on my fucking grass with no permission or nothing like that. And I'm like, you know, that's cool. You know, I remember back in my days when we pulled up on people's grass, but we you know, we get our shit out the car and we put it in the backyard and we get the fuck off the grass. And these people are not trying that, or they leave their fences. It's a lot of shit, and it's like I can't even find peace in my own house. And to go out there and then to go order food or go to the park or even drive and to see how selfish everybody is, trying to get into a line and they're trying to go fast somewhere. They don't even need to go that fast. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot. It's a lot. Like I don't know how to explain it. I can sit here all day, just cry and talk about the shit that I'm disturbed about when I could be doing something about it. And I wish I had the strength to just drop everything. And just fucking say, fuck it, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna live in the fucking woods, and if anybody wants to disturb me from doing that, they gonna catch it. But I can't, because I got kids and I got a wife to think about now. And then it's hard to go on these channels and to hear everybody talk about, I'm here to help you and shit like that. But in fact, they just want the fucking, I won't even say the money no more. They just want the fame and the notoriety that they're famous and shit. And that's it. They're just, I'm trying to, you know, get all worked up over this shit, which I'm not worked up. It's just crazy how everything is now. And like I said, with religion and shit and Christians, because I'm always dealing with Christians when I'm talking on these YouTube channels, and they're always throwing shit at me about this on the Bible, this man said this man said that. Y'all need to stop that shit and remember that it was a man who wrote those words, because if God wanted to write words, I mean, if God wanted you to know, he would have let you know. He wouldn't tell a man to fucking write a book for him. It's stupid. And you got a lot of people out here, and I don't want to say stupid, I mean more or less ignorant. We got a lot of ignorant people out here. They're just doing blind shit. They're doing stuff blindly and not putting it together with their own fucking head. They have to wait for the government or somebody to tell them that this is what it is. When you know your damn self that God talks to you every day, talks to you all the time in your heart and your head. That's why he gave you common sense. That's him telling you telling me that God needed somebody to write a book. God needed somebody to write a book for him. But yet we were here inventing computers and shit that have it in their brains, in their memory banks, what rules are supposed to be. And God couldn't do that, and he did. And I hate using the word God because I don't know the word for him or her or it or whatever. I just know if I was to just live on the land, it just feels right. It just feels right. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not hurting myself. And they twisted it all up. They made us scared of nature. Show us these wild animals doing wild things and shit. Oh, you can get eaten, but you forget that we ain't even supposed to be around these animals. We're supposed to be paying attention. It's a lot. It starts with, I always say that the key thing is it starts with love. It starts with loving yourself. You gotta remember to love yourself. So if you're gonna sit there and you see that fucking donut, and you know it's sugar and it's fucking bad for you and it could cause something, diabetes, it could cause you gum disease, well, why would you eat that? If you loved yourself so much, why would you eat that shit? You know what I'm saying? I think we need to learn how to start loving ourselves. And when you start loving yourself, then you'll start taking care of yourself, and then you'll start wanting to take care of the other person next to you, your wife, your significant other, your soulmate. Because why would you want to see your soulmate eat the trash that will probably poison her in the future? And that's why I see that we just gotta be on the land. That's it. Just hope. I don't think I'm ever gonna see it in my time, but I just want to be free. I just want to be free one day. I just want to know what freedom is. And this ain't it. This ain't it. That's it. So. Yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
Okay. All right.
Does it look?
Mm-hmm.
What? what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take pictures of each one of these, so when I upload it and you talk about it, 'cause I don't think it shows it real good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that way when I put it in the pictures, it'll show it.